Toxic. They're the same. They're the same. As the years go by, another man's on top of the As the years go by, another man does a bad time is taking a. As the years go by, another man living a something, but as the years go by, other you never do. Oh! Stay the same, but I came from Jefferson. Stay the best friend that the devil gave. Always burning up 666 degrees. Scarecrow in hell and threw away the key. Talk to. Shit. What we up here today, fo? Today, shit. Come with me. I know your way. All right. So, what have I gathered you here today for? What have I gathered you here for today? Right. So basically, I'm running very short on time, but I cannot blame myself because I know I've been working trying to do this. So it has something to do with something else I'm probably not aware of right now. But yep, what we're here for today. Happy motherfucking birthday to all my Capricorns out there. Happy birthday to y'all. I hope everybody have a safe one, an enjoyable one, and a memorable one. Yeah, most importantly, shit. But yep. Shit. What day even is it? Like, it's January 12th. Like, that's how you know I'm running out of time. Like, I only got like not even like 10 days left. Fucking, but yeah. Basically, I'm just here. I'm just basically finna give a basic description. Give like facts and things that you may need to know about the Capricorn archetype. Okay. Yeah, it ain't really nothing but just facts. Mostly facts and a little bit of my opinion mixed in with it and shit. Make some original shit. But yeah, to start off with Capricorn, I'm gonna just say it's the 10th sign of the zodiacs. It's the 10th sign of the zodiacs. What does that mean right there? In astrology, each sign is ruled by this thing called the house. The houses rule the signs. Okay, so what that basically means is what the houses are. What the houses basically are, the houses are just basically areas in life that we all go through. We all go through these areas of life every day, all day. It's just like that. And the houses are numbered 1 through 12. Now each house would be talking about a different life situation. The first house would be dealing with your personal issues, personal people, places, and things, and your personal life. The first house has everything to do with the personnel and everything that has something to do with something personal. Um, Random, like the seventh house. The seventh house is like, oh yeah, the opposite house to the first house actually. Um, the seventh house would be like your relationships and how you relate to others and relating to people, places, and things. Uh, yeah, it's also like how you see other people and how other people interact with you, type of deal right there. But yeah, so on and so forth. The tenth house. We're here to talk about the tenth house and everything of Capricorn. So the tenth house rules over Capricorn. What's the tenth house? The tenth house is just basically um your status, your career, your the highest peak of your life, the highest place you could be, like the highest your status is gonna go. Basically, the tenth house has everything to do with career, status, the way people look at you. So the how you're perceived publicly, and how like your way of seeing yourself after the fact you have went to point A to point B. So like after everything is said and done in your journey, how you how you like look at it. How are you looking at where you're at the moment? Type of deal. Like, are you in a very high space where you're very satisfied where you're at? You feel like you don't need any more, like you don't need to climb anymore, or are you at a very low spot? You feel like you need to climb just a bit higher, type of deal. Basically, um, the tenth house has everything to do with what you want to be, like what you want to be in general. Like when you were little and people asked you, "Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?" That's a tenth house type of question. It's like where do you see yourself like doing for the rest of your life? It's that type of shit right there. So yeah, the tenth house, career, um, public status, public image, the way you're seen publicly, your public persona is everything of your public just shit. The way the public sees you. Um, yeah, all that shit is gonna be mushed into the Capricorn archetype. So this basically just makes Capricorns, they worry about how they look to other people. They worry about how they're being perceived and how they're being looked at, and they worry about like their status and where they are gonna go or where they want to go in life. And they worry about these type of things because they're yeah, they really, because that tenth house is gonna force them to just kind of focus on these things. No matter where Capricorn is at in your chart, Capricorn is gonna carry around that tenth house. The tenth house energy is gonna carry that shit around. Um, but yeah, moving on from there. Planetary wise, Capricorn would be. I'm trying to do this one fast too because I was fucking up last time. I was taking all day with it. Uh, Capricorn is home in Saturn, Uh, what is that? What is that? What's a sign or what's a planet when it's home? That just basically means what are you when you're home? You're at the most comfortable place you could be. You can get up and do what you want when you want to do it. Um, and basically, like you could just kind of do as you please when you please like doing it. Like you feel me? Um, and Saturn is your boundaries, restrictions, limits. Uh, it has a lot to do with reality and how you gain structure in reality. Um, like I said before, that Saturn is gonna be mushed into the archetype of Capricorn. So Capricorn being home there, Saturn is like your superpower type shit. It's like what you do. It's like what you kind of what you're good at doing, which is creating a new way to structure yourself in reality. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that it's actually I'll probably get to that later, but it is a cardinal Earth sign. I will get to that later. I will get to that later. Um, but yeah, Saturn, yeah, boundaries, restrictions, limits. Your the way you gain structure in reality and shit like authority figures and the way you see authority and shit like that. So yeah, that shit's just gonna be mushed into Capricorn's archetype, and especially with that authority shit, you're gonna meet a lot of Capricorns that are either heavily into into, but yeah, so it's home in yeah Capricorn. Capricorn is home in Saturn. It is home in Saturn. That just means that that's where it's most comfortable. Like Saturn is most comfortable when it's in Capricorn. That's basically what that means. It's home in Saturn. It's exalted in Mars. Now that just means that um, Mars is in its highest peak. It's in its highest peak when it's in Capricorn. Capricorn is Mars's highest peak. So that just means that that's where it loves to be. That's where it wants to be. It's like you. Like say you learn somewhere that you always wanted to go. Say you or say like a kid like shout out to that nigga Dolo. Shout out to that nigga Dolo. Shout out to Soul Group. But yeah, it's like a kid going to Disneyland for the first time. Now, if you go to Disneyland for your first time, yeah, as a kid, especially, you're gonna want to ride everything that that place has to offer. You're gonna want to ride everything that place has to offer. But you might not be able to get to ride everything because you might have a limited time to stay there or some shit like that, or you might have just a couple days to stay there, or like this is your first day there. You don't know how long you finna be there, so you try to ride as much things as you possibly can, just to end up crashing at the end of the day and falling asleep. Fucking parents had to carry you back to the car or something, or carry you back to the hotel or some shit like that. Yeah, shout out to Soul Group, shout out to that nigga Dolo. It falls or it is sleep in the moon and is debilitated in Jupiter. Um, Now what that means with the fall, how when a planet falls, that just means that it's like it's at work or this world free. Shut the fuck up. God damn. No, no, but no cap. I apologize for that. I probably would have been done with this shit, but I had shit to do. I was dealing with I went to I was at my little sister's like little award ceremony or whatnot. Like she was just getting a couple awards, which I'm very proud. I'm very proud of her. a little jealous, a little jealous. I ain't gonna cap because I wasn't getting fucking awards when I was her age. But then again, I wasn't the brightest kid. But yeah, yeah, let's hop straight back into it. I don't want to waste no time though. Look, Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay, we said before, Capricorn is home in Saturn. It's exalted in Mars. Now I'm talking about. I already told you what that shit means. Now I'm talking about how Capricorn falls in the moon and is debilitated in Jupiter. What does that mean? What does that mean? So, unlike the home and exaltation, which are usually positive for any sign, the fall and debilitation are kind of negative. And it's just where these two planets can't do what they do efficiently when they're in this sign of Capricorn. Okay? So, yeah. What does fall mean? When a planet falls, that just means that basically it's like saying like you being at work or me being at work. It's you being at a place where you don't necessarily want to be, but you have to be there in order to get the job done, to get to point A to point B. Okay, that's basically how it is when Capricorn is in the moon. It's at work. Or when the moon is in Capricorn, it's at work. The moon is at work when it's in Capricorn. It doesn't really like to be there, but it has to be there to get the job done, to get to the next day. And a debilitation. Now that just straight up means that that planet does not fuck with that energy whatsoever. So whenever you got a sign that is debilitated, it just plays out in a lacking of that energy. So Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn. It just don't really like being there at all. Like it don't like dealing with it, don't like being there at all. But we all have to go places that we don't like to be sometimes. It just be like that. And how this plays out in Capricorn. So what is the moon? The moon is your emotions, your feelings, the way you will emotionalize yourself. A lot of people like to say it's the closest thing to who you are. Like the moon represents like me. Well, I'm gonna say, like me personally, I'm gonna say the moon represents your inner world, the world that you are inside of, the world that was made just for you. It's not this external world that was made for all of us. It's the world you created for yourself. That's what the moon would be. And Jupiter is just shit. It's just the planet of like it's the biggest planet in the world, or I mean, it's the biggest planet in our solar system. It's made out of gas or whatnot. Basically, Jupiter is just the planet of expansion, contraction. Yeah, expansion and contraction. That goes like those are like the same thing. Expansion and contraction. Experiences and the wisdom and knowledge you gain from those experiences. It is also the planet of faith. No, not faith, but it's the planet of philosophy. It's the planet of morals, or in your moral system, and how your moral system is constructed, and what do you actually like? What is your actual like system to be moral? Like that, it's like that type of shit. It basically plays out in what's your philosophical views or beliefs? Like what do you believe in? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in Allah? Like what do you believe in? Are you atheist? Are you Christian? It's that type of shit right there. That's Jupiter as a whole in totality. So yeah. Basically, like Capricorn just don't like being there, and it plays out. Like all this shit that I'm talking about, especially with the planets, it's mushed into the Capricorn archetype. Okay, so yeah, basically, let me develop on these a little bit more, or yeah, let me like go up on, or yeah, let me fucking show you what it is a little bit more. So since this shit is played out through the Capricorn, since this shit is mushed into the Capricorn archetype, right? Um, like especially with the moon, like this just means that like it just makes Capricorns, they're very less emotional than other signs. They're not very emotional, and it's hard for them to like truly connect with you on a yeah, basically it just like it's hard for Capricorns to connect with anybody on an emotional level. Like it's hard for them to actually go in deep with like shit like family and shit like comfort or comfortability. Like these type of people, they probably working so hard so that they can be comfortable that they like their whole fucking Velma, what the fuck? You dumbass ad. I'm sorry. No, but yeah. So yeah, like them falling in like Capricorn falling in the planet or in the moon. Yeah, this just basically means that it's hard for them to emotionally connect to motherfuckers. It's not like it's impossible, but it's hard for them to do that. They'd rather be up on whatever makes them fucking do them. And then Jupiter, like this just makes like if it's wisdom, knowledge, the way you see your experiences and shit, instead of having wisdom and knowledge and knowing what's up with your experiences and shit, Capricorns are more likely to use that. They use instead of having it, they're more likely to use what they have to get wherever the fuck they trying to go. Capricorns are very big. They're very big users. They very big like they try to get wherever they fuck they try to go. And I didn't talk about the exaltation, but yeah, what's Mars? It's exalted since it's exalted in Mars. Um, Mars is your intentions, your willpower, your passions, motivation, and your like your intent, like your intentions in life, like what do you intend to do with whatever power you got. Um, so yeah, it's exalted there. Capricorns love to be in that space. Basically what this means and how this plays out in everyday reality is Capricorns, they're very goal orientated. They're very like whenever they have something they want to do, they're gonna put those practical steps in to get that shit done. They're gonna know how and what to do to get whatever they see in their head. They know how to get that shit done. Okay. um and we already talked about fucking Saturn. Like that shit's just gonna be mushed into a fucking archetype. That's what makes them worry about fucking status. That's what makes them worry about fucking like how far they could go with people. That's what makes them worry about fucking where they at in life and how they see themselves and how others see it in them and shit like that. Um but but yeah, all these planets, especially the houses and the planets, they're gonna play a very very big role into the Capricorn archetype. Okay, um, but yeah. Other than that, shit that I did forget, I didn't forget to say, but I didn't mention earlier is that yes, Capricorn is a cardinal Earth sign. Okay, it's a cardinal Earth sign. So what's cardinality? Cardinality. Yeah, we create shit around here. What's being cardinal? Cardinal is just being able to initiate and create your own way or a new way. Yeah, initiating and creating a new way of how to do things. So cardinal Earth is just initiating and creating a new way of how to Earth. Earth is the way you practicalize, structure, the way you come to conclusions in your head, so ideas, and the way, and all these senses, this body, these senses, the touch, taste, see, hear, feel, and yeah, touch, taste, see, hear, and feel. Okay, Capricorns are all Earth signs are gonna be good with that Earth shit. So like the senses, thinking, coming to practical conclusions and shit. But Capricorn, what makes Capricorn a little different is that it's initiating and creating a new way of how to do that. So they taking something that's already there and making something new out of it. So Yeah. That's what also makes Capricorns very good businessmen and women. It makes them very good. Basically, it gives them boss like mentalities or boss set like mentalities for my females out there. So I know it'd be a lot of female Capricorns out there. And I ain't gonna lie. The female Capricorns might even be a little bit harder than the fucking male ones. I ain't even gonna fucking cap. And I think it's because Capricorn is more of a feminine sign. But yeah, fucking um yeah, that Cardinal it just gives them a boss mentality, and they can go so far with that mentality to the point where they bossing everybody around. It get to the point where they start bossing their parents around. So remember back in the beginning of the video where I said Saturn has a lot, has everything to do with how we see authority figures, including your parents. So with Capricorn being one of the signs of authority figures, they gonna have a hard time. They're gonna have troubles dealing with authority or authority figures, or they're gonna want to be that. They gonna either want to be that, or they're gonna have a hard time with it because they don't like. Just like a lot of people, Capricorns don't like being told what to do type shit because it's that boss mentality. They don't like being told what to do. They like telling motherfuckers what the fuck is going on. But yeah, yeah, basically that boss like mentality, and then on top of that, them having a way with dealing with authority, it just makes them like I tried to say this in the last video where I had to delete it and shit. If you are weak, especially in your mind, if you're just a weak person in general, yeah, these Capricorns are gonna walk all the fuck over you. They're gonna walk all over you. They're gonna make you they fucking magic flying rug, bro. They're gonna make you their flying carpet or whatnot. They're gonna walk the fuck all over you. If you let them, they really will, and not feel no type of way about it either. They're gonna be like, oh, why you let me do that? Like, it's your fault for letting me go that far. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It be like that. It plays on like type situations where like, yeah, if you got weak parents, and I've literally seen this shit play out in person in real life. If your parents are weak, if you got weak parents and you're a Capricorn, you gonna end up being the parent of the household. You gonna end up being the dad of the household. You gonna end up being the mom of the household. If you got weak parents, you gonna end up being the mom, the dad of the household, because that's what type of mentality you got. You got that parent. You got that I'm the parent of everyone I'm around, because ain't nobody got the common sense to really do this shit right. So let me do this. Let me do it then. Since ain't nobody else got the common sense to do it right, I got it. And it can play out very negatively, especially in that parent role. Because if your parent, like, especially if they ain't weak, they ain't gonna let you go for all that. Yeah, but Capricorn and Aquarius, they probably their kids are them being kids. Oh yeah. You need to get that. You need to get that belt at least once. Yeah, that ass need to be that ass need to be whooped at least once. At least one good time, couple months, at least once. Yeah, Aquarius probably a little worse. Shit. But basically, like with that type of mentality, they gonna start trying to adults when they like fucking 12. Like they gonna. You gotta watch them little fucking Capricorns, little Aquarius and shit. Talk about myself there. No, I'm just playing. I got fucking Aquarius in the first house or whatnot. But yeah. You gotta watch out. Like with Capricorns, you gotta watch out with having some sort of weak mentality, because they ain't having none of that. Or you could have a pretty clingy Capricorn where like they play out kind of Cancer-like traits, because Cancer is the opposite. Cancer opposes Capricorn. It's a 180-degree angle or whatnot. Yeah, you could probably catch a couple Capricorns where they're more like clingy and they're more homebound and they're more like inside and shit. Like, but it might play out more of a detriment, but like the positive will be like they probably got motherfuckers around them to make them look how they want to look, or make them be how they want to be, or make them be how they see themselves. They probably like if the cat like this is how it plays out with all signs. If you're not playing out the energy of that sign, then chances is it's someone around you playing out that energy or some shit like that. Like me. No, actually I can't even say that because I know my Scorpio ass. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I could say for like other instances yeah, I'm gonna use myself as an example. Like I just said, the Aquarius, I got Aquarius in the first house, and Aquariuses are very they're very intelligent, they're very intellectual. Me personally, I'm probably not I'm not entirely intellectual. Like I'm not the most smartest person in the world, but I do, however, I manifest a lot of intelligent people, places, and things around me so that I can use that for my own benefit and make me look a certain way. Um, like I may be not actually playing out all those Aquarius traits, but I see them enough to the point where I know what it is and I know what it look like and I know how to play that shit out. Um, but yeah, it's like that. It's like that with all the signs. Actually, it's like that with all the signs. So if you're not actually playing that energy out, chances is it's just a bunch of people around you playing. Like you manifesting a bunch of people around you who are playing that same energy out. Like you a Leo sun, but you act all shy, you act all timid and shit. Chances is you got a lot of people around you who are really like very expressive, who are extremely fucking attention seeking, who are fucking really out here fucking making themselves known type shit. Um but yeah, it plays like that with all the signs. Like Capricorn is gonna have an extremely like I gotta be at the top. Like that's the type of mentality. I gotta be at the top, or they already see themselves at the top. Um, but I guess moving on though. Um, the last thing I gotta say to all my Capricorns out there is, oh, one with the moon shit. Just make sure genuinely you are genuinely connecting emotionally to other motherfuckers. Don't just be using people all the time like they your fucking pawns or they your fucking toys or some shit like that. No, everybody's not your fucking worker. No, everybody don't work for your ass. God damn, sometimes it's an equal exchange, okay? It's not like and Capricorns ain't got nothing. They ain't got no ego problem. Like it's all about them. They got a using problem. So make sure like you're not using people too much. Like they're just some things that you can get up and use at any time. And then the fucking Jupiter thing. Yeah, just make sure, especially when you're doing the shit that I'm doing, the shit that I'm into. Yeah, make sure you're not just fucking doing it for like some profit or to get your name out there to make yourself known about some shit or some like be genuine, just straight up. That's the thing. Like that's the thing. Moral of the story: be genuine. Like that's a lesson. Not that Capricorns are fake in any way, but it's they might have a problem with really truly being themselves. You feel me? So yeah, that's like the last sort of thing I gotta give to all my Capricorns out there. Uh, be genuine. Be a damn self. Shit, be a damn self. All right. happy birthday to all my fucking Capricorns out there, okay? Happy birthday. Like, I hope y'all have a good one. All right, like, much love and respect. Yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. Wait. Still the best friend that the always burning up 666 degrees. Scarecrow and have to throw away the key.